I think we've got one heck of a story here to follow, and I guess the name of this, the title of this show is Cinderella Wears Orange and Black.
And this was not on purpose, folks. This really wasn't. This was pointed out to us by our producer, Stratford.
Stratford 5-8. Somebody in this room, I don't know who, pretty much said that 2-8 teams should not be allowed in the high school playoffs. I don't know who that idiot was, but Stratford.
I think he was right for the most part. This is just one of those incidents.
This is an anomaly, I guess.
Yes.
Stratford at 5-8. They're one win away from reaching the Class 3A state championship game. And I'll ask you the question, Michael Murphy. Can the Spartans beat Covington? That's their semifinal opponent. They will be traveling to Covington on Friday night.
Yeah, all indications say no, but I mean, when you look at their first two, especially their last 2 weeks, Procone, Fairview, there's not a team I don't think in the state that scares them. Maybe Alcoa on this side of the bracket, we'll say. I talked to some players yesterday. They're very confident. They got a running back, James Moore, who's just
he's a guy I'd be envious of.
He's very hard to tackle. He is a huge kid. I think he's had about 700 yards the last 2 weeks. He's been on a tear. I think they can play with anyone. When you look at their schedule, every one of their losses, it was just a meat grinder. Father Ryan was their worst.
Meat grinder, folks.
Was their first loss? Was their worst loss, and that's a Division II AAA school. So I mean, Rossview's there. That's a 6A school. But I mean, you just look at them. You got East Nashville on there, Pearl-Cohn, Maplewood, Hillsboro, CPA. I mean, they're battle tested for sure.
You know, I've talked to Coach Thomas Porter the last 2 weeks, and he told me Friday night because basically y'all the experts. Whatever you do, just keep picking against us. And we'll have our pick a little bit later in the show, but he's endorsing us.
He wants us to pick against him.
So just remember, folks, he is telling us, please pick against us. So 5-8. I don't know, and we'll have to talk with Teal Splay.
I don't know if
I don't know if it's ever happened.
If folks somehow they go on and win the state championship, they would have a losing record. They would be 7-8.
I don't know if a team with a losing record's ever made the championship. I'll have to put some calls in. I do remember a few years ago, Livingston Academy went 5-5 in the regular season, and they went on and they won the state title. They were in that tough East Tennessee thing, like they had like Fulton and Catholic and stuff back in the day. It's several years ago. I think they finished like 10-5. But a 5-8, the best they can be is what, 7-8.
7-8. They'd have a sub 500 record. That would be something.